So I took my daughter to go see the Angry Birds movie the other day after I practically begged her not to make me go. I'd read a lot of the reviews online and it was rated pretty badly, like a 4 out of 10 on Metacritic. So I was thinking this movie's going to be complete trash. I don't want to go see it, but I gave in. We went and saw it. So a few minutes into the movie, I started to realize everything I'd read about it from a lot of the people who gave it 0 and 1-star reviews, out of 10, said the voice acting was terrible, the jokes were terrible, the animation was terrible, just complete garbage movie, don't go see it. Well, it was pretty clear that this wasn't really true. The animation was good, voice acting was good, jokes were okay, but it occurred to me a little ways into the movie where some of these negative reviews might be coming from. So let's read some reviews online here, or at least read some excerpts. So the AV Club, I'll read one of the paragraphs in the review I'll post on the video here, and I'll post in the description. Because this is all a perfunctory way to imitate the Birds vs. Pigs gameplay, the movie gives seemingly little thought to what it's telling kids, or for that matter, adults. This is a story where the hero's suspicion of visitors who don't look or act like the species he knows proves correct when it's revealed that they've arrived on the Birds Island to kidnap and devour their children. It turns out that the most authentically angry thing about Red is his unspoken but clear isolationist streak and mistrust of immigrants. See where we're going here? Here's from a website called Impulse Gamer. A mediocre animated film is tolerable, but subtly injecting reprehensible propaganda beneath all the deliberate noise marks a new low for Sony Pictures. The first warning sign is when Red discovers that the pig leaders are secretly holding dozens of their friends at the bottom of their ship, as though they are people smugglers and refugees. Likewise, the pigs decide that they will blow up the city with dynamite and then steal their unhatched eggs, the children of the birds. What better way to resolve this problem than by tracking down the pigs, the leader of which has an Arab-style beard, and then blowing up their city? This is capped off with a creepy, eye-opening song where some bird children sing about Red saving their homes and liberty. Essentially, the film is a metaphor for America being a walled-off island of sunshine, the happiness of which is threatened by outsiders until they have the daylights bombed out of them and order is restored. It is skin-crawling that beneath a film so stupid and superficial as this, that it could have such a toxic message. What starts as a story about tempering your anger devolves into a revenge mission aimed at children too young to remember the careless outcomes of 9/11. To me, there is something deeply disturbing about using a children's film to mislead them in this way, and someone should answer for it. Review 1 out of 5. Sick. Summary of that: the Angry Birds movie is both the equivalent of a screaming 5-year-old and regressive piece of American propaganda. And here's one from The Guardian. Luckily, the Angry Birds screenwriter, John Vitti, appears to have embraced the thinness of his source material. The film's protagonist is a bird called Red, and he is, you guessed it, angry. Other birds mock his eyebrows. He can't impress the hottest girl birds, and he is the only one who thinks the arrival of pigs to his native island is anything other than a multicultural delight. Technically, this suggests Red is an instinctive racist, but my guess is that his suspicions will be vindicated. Of course, that will make the moral of the story that it's right to fear and mistrust strangers. Sounds problematic. Someone should consult Twitter. Jeez, what a scary movie. Oh, and I saw it. It was very, very not scary at all. It was actually pretty tame. I thought the message was pretty harmless. It's a good movie. Like I said, some of the jokes fell kind of flat. It's not for everybody. Some of the humor was not really appropriate. But, I mean, overall, it was a really good movie. I would say be reasonable to give it a 7 out of 10. It wasn't the best movie, but it definitely wasn't a 1-star or a 0 out of 10 or anything stupid like that. People get really upset, and I don't know. The message, if you were to even take that as the message of the movie, It didn't seem to me like the movie was trying to instill a message or preach any sort of moral stance to anyone, but if you were to take that message from the movie, given the setting, given the story, is it so unreasonable that Red doesn't trust the pigs? I mean, they did want to eat their babies, so people, I've even seen some articles saying this is Nazi propaganda, even from some pro-Nazi people claiming that it's Nazi propaganda. I'm sure some people have seen the stuff on Reddit where they've made all these ridiculous correlations between scenes in the movie and certain historical events. But anyway, I think it's silly if you want to take a kid to see it. It's a good movie for kids. My daughter loved it. The other people in the movie theater seemed to enjoy it. But I just thought I would weigh in on that, let everybody know. Is Angry Birds a racist movie? I guess about as racist as everything else is to the people who always yell racism and racist at everybody. I mean, I guess to those people everything is racist. So if that's your standard of definition, yeah, it's terribly racist. If you're a reasonable human being, not a complete idiot, no, it's not racist. Anyway, thanks for watching.